all. How are you doing? I hope you're safe at home. Over the past 3 weeks, we did chapter 17, parts of speech, if you remember. And inshallah, today we're going to start chapter 18, basic sentence parts. As you know, language is a means of communication between different people. And the smallest unit of communication is a sentence like any other language. You choose the appropriate words you want to deliver your message through, and then you put these words in a specific order to make the listener or the reader able to follow. Here we have, let's get this test, subjects and predicates. A sentence is a group of words with two main parts. You know, the two main pillars that carry a sentence are the subject and the predicate, a complete subject and a complete predicate. Together, these parts express a complete thought. Together, a sentence needs both components. First, a complete subject is a noun, pronoun, or group of words acting as a noun, plus any other modifiers that tells who or what the sentence is about. Why who or what? Because the subject can be a person, can be a dog, can be something. So who is used for people, as you know, what is used for things. The complete predicate is the verb or phrasal verb or verb phrase, plus any modifiers and complements that tells what the complete subject of the sentence does or is. Here we have examples. Look at these examples. In the first sentence, cowboys roamed. Cowboys, this word is the complete subject because the complete subject here is one word only. What did the cowboys do? They roamed. Roamed is the complete predicate because predicate, the complete predicate can be one word sometimes. Buffalo Bill, this is the complete subject. Did what? Delivered mail. Delivered mail. Pony Express riders carried packages more than 2,000 miles. So Pony Express riders, this is the complete subject. Carried packages more than 2,000 miles. This is the complete predicate. Okay, the service lasted for only 18 months. The service is the complete subject. Did what? Lasted for only 18 months. Although the complete subject usually comes first, occasionally part of a complete predicate will be found at the beginning of a sentence with the rest at the end. If you look at this example, the original sentence was my school studies class, my social studies class, visited a Wild West exhibit yesterday. We took the word yesterday from the predicate and put it at the beginning of the sentence. So the predicate, part of the predicate came at the beginning of the sentence, which is the word yesterday. Yesterday, my social studies class, this is the complete subject, did what? Visited a Wild West exhibit yesterday. Okay, at the exhibit, we saw a collection of Wild West memorabilia. At the exhibit, we saw, the original sentence was, we saw a collection of Wild West memorabilia at the exhibit. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Recognizing complete subject and predicate. Make two columns as shown in the example. We have the example here. Then write, this is exercise 1. Write each complete subject in the first column and each complete predicate in the second column. Let's read the example. The tall cowboy did what? This is the complete subject. Tipped his hat politely. Tipped his hat politely. So the complete subject is the tall boy or cowboy, and the complete predicate is did such and such. Number 1, we'll do number 1 together. Frederick Sackrider Remington did what? Was a famous American artist. So the complete subject is the first 3 words. Frederick Sackrider Remington. And the complete predicate is was a famous American artist. Number 2, he painted scenes of the Wild West. Where is the complete subject? The pronoun he. And where is the complete predicate? You know, the complete predicate always begins with a verb. Painted scenes of the Wild West. Let's move on to the next page. Simple subjects and predicates. Each complete subject and complete predicate contains a word or group of words that is essential to the sentence. Without these elements, known as the simple subject and simple predicate, a sentence is considered incomplete. So the simple subject is the essential noun or pronoun or group of words acting as a noun that cannot be left out, cannot be deleted of the complete sentence. The simple predicate is the same. It is the essential verb or verb phrase that cannot be left out of the complete predicate. In the following chart, if you look at the chart here, tickets for the rodeo did what? Sold quickly. The simple subject here is the word we cannot leave out. We can delete for the rodeo and say tickets only. Tickets sold quickly, and the sentence is still meaningful. But if you delete the word tickets, the sentence would be meaningless. Tickets for the rodeo. Can I say tickets for the rodeo quickly? No. The main or the simple predicate here is the verb sold. We can delete this word. The writer's children. published all of his early poetry. So am I talking about the writer or the children of the writer here? I'm talking about the children. So I can delete the writer and say the children. So this is the simple subject. And what did they do? They published. This is the simple predicate. The tiny nation of San Marino. Here we can say, we can delete San Marino and say the tiny nation or the nation. But we can't use San Marino as the simple subject. Why? Because a simple subject can be the object of a preposition. Here we have of a simple subject. Again, a simple subject cannot be the object of a preposition. If you look here, the object of a preposition is never a simple subject. Remember this. Again, the object of a preposition in a noun after a preposition is never a simple subject. Okay, so San Marino can never be the simple subject here. So what about the predicate? Has always received. We have the phrasal verb has received, or the verb phrase, sorry, has received. We can't delete either word. We can delete either word, but we can delete always and the rest of the sentence. Note about terminology. They say from this point on in this book, the term subject will be used to refer to the simple subject only, and the term verb will be used to refer to the simple predicate only. Whenever subjects and verbs need to be indicated in examples, subjects will be underlined once and verbs will be underlined twice throughout the rest of the book. Let's move on to the next page. Locating subjects and verbs. How do you find or spot or locate the subject and the verb of the sentence? Knowing a method for locating subjects and verbs in a sentence will help you express complete thoughts in your own writing. This is very important for your writing and for your ACT exams, SAT exams, EST exams, and so on. To find the subject, ask, what word tells what this sentence is about? Then ask, what did the subject do? The answer gives you the verb. The subject, what did the subject do? He played, ate, was, this is the verb. To find the verb first, ask. To find the verb first, ask, what word expresses action or state of being in this sentence? Then ask, who or what before the verb. The answer will be the subject of the verb. Okay, for example, played football in the street yesterday. So this is the action, played. Ask who. Okay, drank milk. Ask what or who also. Notice how these methods work with the following sentence. The train whistle signaled a warning. To find the subject, first ask, what word tells us this sentence is about? Answer, train whistle. This sentence is about train whistle. Okay, it is the subject. Then to find the verb, what did the train whistle do? The answer is it signaled. So signaled is the verb. To find the verb first, ask, what word expresses action or state of being in the sentence? Of course, signaled. So signaled is the verb. Then to find the subject, ask, who or what signaled? The answer is the train whistle. Train whistle is the simple subject or is the subject. Let's move on to the next page. We have exercise 2, and we'll do the first 2 sentences. Write the sentences drawing a vertical line between the complete subject and the complete predicate. Number 1, draw a vertical line between the complete subject and the complete predicate. Then underline each subject once and each verb twice. The example, cattle farmers sent their herds to market. As you can see, the complete subject is cattle farmers. The complete predicate sent their herds to market. What about the simple subject, or the subject as we call it, farmers, and the simple predicate sent? Number 1, cattle herders worked up to 20 hours a day. Where is the complete subject? Cattle herders. So we put the vertical line between cattle herders and work. We put the vertical line here. This is the complete subject and this is the complete predicate. Where is the simple subject or the subject? Herders. And where is the predicate, simple predicate? Worked up, because it's a verb phrase. It's a verb phrase. Number 2, they drove cattle up and down in Chisholm trade. So where is the subject? They. We draw the line here, vertical line here. And it is the simple subject at the same time. And the simple predicate will be drove up, this verb phrase also. Let's move on to the next exercise. The next page, sorry. Recognizing more than one subject or verb. Sometimes there are more than one subject or verb in the same sentence. Sometimes a sentence may contain a compound subject or compound verb. A compound subject is 2 or more subjects that have the same verb and are joined by a conjunction like and or. In the following example, the parts of the compound subjects are underlined once. The verb is underlined twice. Neither the horse nor the driver. So we have 2 subjects. Horse, driver. This is called compound subject. 2 subjects, okay? 2 subjects which have the same verb. What did the horse, the driver, he looked or didn't look? Okay, so it's the same verb, and the verb is used with both of them. So the compound subject here is horse, driver, and the verb is look. A compound verb is the same. It's two or more verbs that have the same subject and are joined by and or or. Notice in the second example here that, let's look at the first example first. She sneezed and coughed throughout the trip. She is the subject. Sneezed and coughed, this is the compound predicate because we have two verbs related to the same subject. She sneezed, she is the one who sneezed, and she is the one who coughed. In the second example, we will load the wagon and leave soon. We notice here in the second example that it is not necessary to repeat the same helping verb. And we don't need to say will leave. We will load the wagon and will leave soon. It's not necessary to repeat the helping verb. Some sentence constructions may contain both compound subjects and compound verbs at the same time. Look at the third example. The dog and the cat, compound subject, eyed each other, circled warily, and then advanced into combat. But we have the complete subject, two subjects, cat and dog, or dog and cat. Complete predicate, we have three verbs, eyed, circle, and advanced. Okay, so this is the compound, sorry, I use the word complete instead of compound very often. Compound subject. Locating compound subjects and verbs, write the words that make up the subject and verb in each sentence, label them compound subject and compound verb. Dogs and wolves, this is the compound subject, are closely related. So here the verb is, or the predicate is are to the end of the sentence. A howling coyote and cowboys around a campfire. So I have coyote and cowboys. This is the complete compound subject. Bring to mind, da, da, da. This is the predicate. Coyotes in desert climates escape the heat and sleep. Here we have escape and sleep. This is the compound predicate, and so on. Let's move on to the exercise, the next exercise, exercise 4, combining sentences with compound subjects and verbs. Here, combine the two sentences into one sentence, sorry, with a compound subject or a compound verb. Settlers traveled under difficult conditions. Settlers faced many dangers. These are two sentences with two periods. Here, we want to make them one sentence with a compound subject because the subject is the same, but we have two different verbs. So settlers traveled under difficult conditions and faced many dangers in one sentence and put a full stop. Thank you very much. This is the end of our session for today.